Hey, welcome back to the lecture. So in the last lecture, we did LED toggling application for our STM32F407 discovery board, isn't it? Okay, so now I will repeat the same experiment for the Nucleo board. So what I do is I just create another project, okay, project new microvision project. So, and I'll just go to Keel workspace and I just create another folder here called Nucleo F446RE, and I'll just go inside that and I'll just create another folder which is Blinky. Great. And in that folder I will save my project Blinky for Nucleo. Okay, F446RE board. So now let's save, and now I'll just select my microcontroller, so everything is similar, okay, what we did in the last lecture. So mine is 446RE, right? And now what I do is in the board support I just select my Nucleo board here. So now what I do is I go to device and I select the startup and I just click on resolve here. Great, that's it. I just then click OK, and as we saw in the last lecture, it created two startup files, right? So now our job is to add a source file, isn't it? So what I do is I right click and click on add new item. So similarly what we did in the last lecture, add a C file, let's say main.c. okay, I'll just write main. So .c will be attached later by this window. Great, now let's click add. So the main.c is added. So now I'll just copy paste my earlier code. Great. Alright, so now what we have to do, we have to add board support packages for our LED. So what we have to do is we have to go to manage runtime environment, and here just select the Nucleo board. So this is my board, so select according to your board and just select LED here. So now the key is not showing any warning, that's fine. Great, so now let's click OK. Awesome. So we just added the LED Nucleo F446RE.c, and as expected this file also will give you some APIs, okay, which we can use to drive our LEDs. So the Nucleo board actually, as I explained in my previous lecture, has only one LED, right? So I have also attached the schematic of that, and if you open that schematic you will find that this is the user LED LD2, and this user LED is green in color and it is connected all the way to PA5, that is GPIO port A, pin number 5, right? So that's the details we can obtain from this schematic, right? So now there is only one LED, right? So that's why I can call it as LED 0. So the number for this LED is LED 0. Great. So now we'll just modify our code. So the code is exactly same, okay? So but we have only one LED, so we have to remove all this. I'll just remove this because we have only one LED, that we call it as LED 0. So just initialize the LED and call LED on with 0 as the argument, and here 0 as the argument for LED off, okay, with a small delay which we implemented in the last lecture. Great, so that's it. Let's save it and let's build it. Let's see whether it builds successfully or not. Yes, it built successfully. Great, so now go to your target settings, okay, just right click here and select options for target and make sure that in the debug tab, okay, so you have selected ST-Link debugger, okay, or your debugger which is there on your board. And in the settings, just click on verify code download and download to flash. Click OK. All right, that's it. Okay, now click OK here. Okay, so now what you do is connect your board, that is Nucleo board. So I'll just connect my Nucleo board to my PC and I'll just download the code now. Yes, it downloaded successfully, and I just press the reset button on my hardware and indeed the green LED is blinking. That's great. Okay, so we also executed on Nucleo board. Okay, so try until here and let me know if you face any issues. So now I will see you in the next lecture, and in the next lecture what we'll do is we will add button support for this application.